I read an article once where this guy said there are 4 easy ways to lose weight. 1, no beer. 2, exercise portion control. 3, drink no fruit juice because it's loaded with sugar. And 4, have your heart broken. And not just broken, but shattered into a million little pieces by a girl who never loved you and never will. Every day you return to a lonely home and to a plate of chicken and veggies and a juicer that tastes like grass. You join a local gym and you start going there regularly. Even though you don't know that much about exercise and you can't lift that much, you use the treadmill with the old people. But you do it again and again and again. You find an R&B group you like called The Weeknd, and their tempo describes everything you're feeling. The next day you hear stories of your ex-girlfriend messing around with the wrong people. Stories from your friends who think they're doing you a favor. Stories that make you want to vomit. After you work out one day, you go all the way to the top of the top floor of the parking garage. You look out at the twinkling lights of the buildings and think about what those office workers are doing right now. If they're missing someone special, and if someone special misses them. Then you realize that no one's there except a custodian or two. You're the one that's alone, and you're staring at no one. You feel as bleak as the weather, and you drive home to a meal of a single chicken breast and vegetables, and you go to sleep. At work, your ex parades her new boyfriend, flatly ignoring you the entire time. He's taller than you, better looking than you, and more successful than you. As you watch her introduce him to everyone but you, you remember how her eyes lit up underneath the city lights on her birthday when you gave her that bracelet she's wearing. She said she loved you, and now you wonder if you'll ever be able to trust someone again. The holidays arrive, and it makes your loneliness worse. After work one evening, you make the mistake of looking at her social media posts. You feel lower than you ever thought possible. She's doing things with other people you asked her to do with you. She's having a great time, even blowing kisses to her new boyfriend. The thought of it all sends you into a rage.
Hey, what's up, neighbor?
You buy books and learn about nutrition. You pick a goal weight because you think you need goals in order to get through this life. You get on the treadmill, then to the weights, back to the treadmill, back to the weights. You go so hard at times you feel like you're about to die. Watch as your life shrinks down to 4 things: work, the gym, the food you eat, and sleep. You think that's depressing, but you make new friends at the gym. You meet a guy named Sonny who always wears a cap and sunglasses. And then there's Nate, a former football quarterback who everyone knows not to tangle with. You and Sonny spot each other on Wednesdays, and you and Nate spot each other on Fridays. About 6 months pass, and you realize your body's changing slowly, then all at once. You hit your goal weight, and you set a new one. You go out and buy new clothes, and you wish you had done these things years ago. After you work out one day, you sneak a photo of yourself into the mirror and text it to yourself with the subject heading, "You are a warrior." But the next day you're disgusted with yourself, so you delete it. You've stopped drinking alcohol months ago, so now when you go hang out, it's usually at cafes and coffee shops. And one day, while you're working on an assignment, a woman literally comes up to you and hands you her phone number. When you go home, you empty your pockets, and it surprises you that when she gave you her number, all you can really think about is how bad you want to beat last week's time on the 40-yard dash. The phone number goes into the trash, and you go to bed. There is a girl you see a lot at the gym who always does these weird leg exercises. You think she's beautiful, but you make it a point not to look at her. You think she's out of your league. Then there comes a day when you and that girl leave the gym at the same time. Her name is Melissa, and she lives in an apartment complex near yours. She's lived there for 2 years, and she suggests that you hang out sometime. You start seeing Melissa a lot, and you find a balance returning to your life that you didn't realize was missing. One night, your ex texts you to ask you out for coffee, but you don't write her back. It's over, and you're relieved to know that you're okay with that. The next evening, you're walking Melissa to her car, and she says she wants to show you something. She takes your hand and leads you to a rooftop where you gaze out at the view and twinkling lights. "Isn't this beautiful?" she says. You agree that it's beautiful, but it makes you sad. All those lights just show lonely offices with nobody in them. But Melissa squeezes your hand and says, yes, they're empty, but it's because the people are at home with the others who they love. And how romantic is that? She has taught you that you might be lonely, but you're never alone. And as one door closes, another one opens, though months and years may lie in between. Time takes its time, but no matter how dark the days are, the sun eventually shines again, and you have people there with you who you can call friends.